Hello, my name's Maladapted. Welcome to RimWorld. This is a little bit of an experiment. I would like to see if I can figure out how to get this to work both for Twitch, hello everybody watching on Twitch, and be archived off to YouTube so it doesn't fall off every 14 days. So we'll see how this goes. The episodes are going to last about 30 minutes, and I will try and chop them up and get them uploaded to YouTube in those chunks. So for now, let's go ahead and start a new colony. And we're going to go with some challenge, because I haven't played this since, I think, Alpha 14. I did manage to get some mods in there, but short of that, not real sure. Let's randomize the seed a little bit. Alright, how are the factions? Alright, so 2 are outright hostile to us, but brown and green are kind of okay. Alright, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to try and set up a resort. We're going to be RimWorld Resorts. And this is the planet that we have unenviably decided to try and settle. So I'm looking for something that's got some hills, and something that's got one of these new rivers. That is a tropical rainforest. Tell me a little bit about that. It's going to be hot all of the time. It's got year-round growing. It's got a huge river, but the terrain is unpassable. I think that's a little much. Mountainous. Man, can we get somewhere a little cooler than that? I mean, this is very tropical rainforesty. What is this up here? Temperate forest. I think we like temperate forests, so let's look for a river here. And then let's look for some hills. That one's definitely near some bad people, but that's probably okay. How about this right here? Mountainous, with a river. 40 days worth of growing. That's pretty good. That's the small hills, mountain. I was kind of hoping to see if we could find, like, large hills. Large hills, rivers, 40 days. We're next to some yellow, who are super hostile. Well, we're just going to have to deal with them, I think. It's not set for rough, so we should do all right. We are unlikely to get snow, so that's not the kind of vacation spot that we are. That's all right. How about up here? It's a little further away. I would like to be able to get a little bit of snow. I just like the snow. But let's see here. Small hills, more small hills. Then flat. Okay, granite and marble, granite and limestone. Granite and marble. Marble, slate, and limestone. Let's do this. This looks okay. We're going to go ahead and select that. Next. Now, RimWorld Resorts has prepared a starter colony. We're sending 3 people here. We have our ace, who was also our capable pilot. It's a moderate doctor, relatively social, good at shooting. We have Deborah, our chief engineer, who would like to learn some about medicine, but is mostly focused on crafting and creating things. And we have Collier, who is our construction and mining engineer. So, point limits 491. Those vary a little bit one way or the other based on the difficulty that you select and the terrain and everything that you've selected. So we're going to uncheck that. No relationships. Default equipment. We haven't picked up any better weapons or anything else like this. So this is about as normal as it gets. Let's go and take a look and see what we've got. What I'd like to do is create... Let's let them land here. Alright, let's take a look here at this river. This might be an interesting place. Because what I would like to do is I would like to secrete as much of the framework that is used to keep the colony alive out of the view. And then I want a township. Alright, if there's an ancient evil on this map, it's almost certainly down here. And this would be a really cool place to build cabins around this lake. I think it might be a little hard to defend, but I think I'm okay with that. If we wind up building some walls and stuff like that, we can kind of fence it in. One of the mods I've installed has got fishing, so I'm kind of hoping that that kind of agriculture will be useful to us. And the only reason I'm prepared to go forward on that is because it's kind of a neat lake, and honestly, I don't want to just reload over and over and over and over with this on stream. I would have looked for an appropriate map, I think. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of okay. So what we're going to do real quick is save the game. Just have it called New Arrivals. I'm going to jump back to the main menu. I'm going to try one more time. See if we can get something. Whoops, knock off. Some challenge. See if we can get something that's got a good map, good hills, that didn't really generate what I wanted. But if we don't find something better on this one, we will just move forward. Let's check the factions here. Lots of hostilities, only good for the purples and the yellows. Alright. So let's look for somewhere with a nice big river and some good big hills. Maybe not a tropical rainforest. Temperate forest would be nice. What is that? That's a small hills with a river. That is arid shrubland with a river. Mountainous, mountainous, mountainous. It's hard for me to tell what makes up a large hill. Small hills and a river. 3 kinds of stone. Wow, look at the winter temperature. 8 degrees. Goodness gracious. That's really hot. For winter, I mean. What about up here? Mountainous. -7. It's pretty nice. We're near a green faction. Green hates us. That's okay, though. Small hills or mountainous. Small hills or mountainous. You know, it's a lot easier to clear away a mountain than it is to build up other buildings to hide. So we'll do this one. Go back to prepare carefully here. Let's load our preset one more time. And we're just going to start. Oh, this looks good unless the pigs ever go nuts. Okay. Oh, we've got a beautiful lake down here. A nice river. A lot of mountains to be able to do stuff in. Yes. We are going to build right here in the middle, and we'll have the lake nearby. I think that's going to work out for us. What do we have here? Mega sloth. And an alpaca. All right. That's okay. We're doing all right. Now, let's take a look here. We're going to go ahead and just unforbid everything, because that's going to make our life a lot easier. Lansing is going to go ahead and equip the pistol. Ollier's going to go ahead and equip the plasteel knife. And seriously, Deborah is so worthless at this stuff that we are not going to arm her. That's fine. I think this will be our first location to kind of build into. And that seems like a pretty good location for setting up some sort of kitchen and food. So that is definitely where we're going. Let's go ahead and look at what we want to do. I'd like to leave 2 blocks for the walls. I know it ignores corners. So we can... That's 2 blocks there. One, that would be 2. There we go. The reason that I want to leave 2 is because I happen to know that thermal insulation is best with 2 layers, although 3 is pretty much identical. But I want to keep the refrigerator in a good place. -1, -2. There we go. Okay, so kitchen, refrigerator, I think. I like 3 on my width for my corridors. I don't mind if it chills the corridor a little bit. It's already going to be pretty cool in there. Not a big fan of the even numbers there, so let's edge it down a little bit. Yeah, there's 2 there, and there's 2 there on that side. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and say mining. Do it like that. That's a decent start. And then do I want to put some crew quarters in here or not? They're going to have a place to sleep. Yeah, we can have some crew quarters in there, but honestly, they are mostly going to be... I think they'll mostly actually be a storage room for something. But I don't mind everybody having something here to start off with. So 1, 2. All right. That's pretty decent, although I don't really think I need to do that. That'll work. That'll give us a place to put like a research base or something. Alright, that's a lot to get started with, so everybody start going. Go ahead and equip the pistol as a sidearm. It's pretty much ridiculous, but... Alright, why is nobody mining? Alright, well, let's start with a stockpile zone then. And a dumping stockpile zone. Ow! I always forget about that. I always pull them from the wrong side. 7x7 and then... Good enough. So everybody should start pulling on everything. We have got so many things. Muffalo, boom rats, rabbits. It's kind of nice that we've got a lot of Spectago. We can make Spectago tea. I think people will enjoy that. I have no idea what our dog's doing there. Dog, you're gonna need to stop it. Oh, we even have some wild heel root. I like it. We'll probably spend some time harvesting that before long, because, holy cow, people are gonna take forever. Let's go ahead and build up... What do we think? Let's start with a stonecutter's table. It's just going to be out here in the middle of the wilds. And I know that's going to slow things down a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and chop wood for all of those. That is so many animals. It's crazy. Now, I've heard with this version that mining speed has been drastically slowed. I've heard that... oh, gross. Collier's already sick. So I've heard that mining speed is drastically slowed. I've heard that healing is a bit of a problem now. So we'll just see how that goes. I did install a hygiene mod. It seemed like it would be a little weird to do a resort without having to worry about things like plumbing and stuff like that. It's one of those things they overlook. They just assume everybody will go out in the woods, or we don't really need to have a bathroom or something like that. But I think it's a good idea for us to do that. Adds a little extra. Let's go ahead and make granite blocks. We'll do it until we have 50. And then we will unpause it at 25. Because we're going to want to put a door on there pretty much as soon as possible. So let me see, what other mods did I do? I've got a LED lights mod, which looked pretty cool. They're just glowing lines of light that look... They look kind of like the cables, but they're a little smoother, and presumably they're hauled from the ceilings. It's in French, but I understand enough of it to be able to go, oh, okay, I know what this mod does. It's 16 degrees outside, so it's pretty nice. Don't dare attack these pigs. There's too many of them. They will murder us if they decide to go nuts. We'll walk a field and kill a turkey or a rat or something like that. We're also going to need to get started on growing some things pretty soon. We have a 30-day growing cycle. I'm really hoping mining will speed up as we get past this one block kind of area. So let's see what we can do for growing while we're thinking about it. This whole area is eventually going to be kind of where we want to settle in, but right now it doesn't really matter if we decide to grow things. There's nothing here that's just off limits and amazing. So let's go ahead and create a growing zone. 7 by 7 is pretty good. We're going to create another one here. I don't think anybody is good enough to do heal root. Nope. I think the best I have right now is 6. So we could do psychoid. I don't really want to do it. We could do strawberry plants. Let's do strawberries. Strawberries and potatoes. Actually, well, no. How quick does it grow? It'll be at least 50% fertile. Growing time is 4.4 days. What is it for rice? Because I usually do potatoes and rice. 3 days. Alright, yeah, we'll change it to rice for now. I'm not worried about doing the slightly better things. I want to do the fast things. I want this crop in first while this crop is getting ready to go, and then we can alternate pretty nicely. We've got bridges. Bridges are really useful for us. Otherwise, we have to cross through deep water, and I don't really want to deal with that. So let's go ahead and build a little bridge here. Puts us a couple deep water bridges there, and then... yeah, I'll put a boardwalk there. Boardwalk makes it look like it belongs just a little bit better. See how they're having to cross over there to get there? I really want that alternate path there because then I can use this. It's like there's granite chunks and other wonderful things that are there. Nicely, it doesn't look like we have a lot in the way of really aggressive fauna. We've got some packs, which are a little worrisome. But we've got enough singletons for turkeys and things like that I'm feeling good about it. There's a whole bunch of steel up there. We'll send somebody out after that here in a little bit. There's also steel over there. So there's our bridge. This bridge mod actually even comes with a way to do fishing, which is kind of cool. Fishing is going to be a way for us to get some additional protein. I'm glad we restarted. This doesn't have... It's got a couple of smaller lakes, right? And I've got a mod that gives me some natural stone walls, or at least they look natural. So if I decide to brick some things off to make them a little more defensible, it would just look like a part of that box canyon where they're at. I think we'll also wind up expanding here as well. See, the nice thing is this whole side of the map, pretty much two sides of the map are completely inaccessible. Everybody's going to come through here or through here. So we know exactly where we're going to want to build our defenses. Like, this is a beautiful box canyon. As long as I can just do that right there, that would be gorgeous. The real problem that we're imposing upon ourselves is to make a nice kind of resort-like location. I've got mods for hospitality. Woe betide anybody who shows up here. We'll probably make enemies out of them because this is not a very hospitable place yet. So he's planting. Where is... he's going out there and getting steel, which is good. That's what I want him to do. I do want to go ahead and create a granite block door, though. And put it right there. We could probably actually hunt some of the boars that are off on the perimeter. So that's a possibility for us. We're going to hit fairly late at night, and we're not going to have anywhere to sleep. They're going to be really cranky in the morning, but that's okay. I don't mind, because we have a really nice buff right now. Let's take a look at the needs. Very low expectations and new colony optimism. So if they take a -10 for sleeping on the ground, we're still doing pretty good. I don't know if it's any better to sleep outside versus sleep indoors, but... Okay, we need to... We've got to cut the plants for the places that you did not plant. That's all got to be seeded. You should be doing that anyway. Alright. Looks like Lansing is still going out on his own to haul back resources that we want. He's definitely the best person to do it. When Deborah hits this T intersection here, and decides to go north or south, either way, we're suddenly going to be able to double the number of people that we have mining. And that should really help us out here. But for tonight, everybody's going to sleep under the stars. It is just about time for everybody to go to sleep. Very good, we got all the potatoes planted the very first day. Wonder where Lansing is going. See, like this boar right here, all off on its own, That's something we can do something with. I have no idea where Lansing is going. What have you found that's so interesting out here, buddy? This steel here? Okay. I mean, it's 2200. This is when everybody normally goes to bed. Collier's already decided to go to bed. All these pigs have decided to go to bed. Deborah's going to sleep in her little man-made cave. It's advanced time here. Anyway, so that's the idea. We're going to try and make a resort so that the hospitality mod has got some very nice places for people to stay. Guest cabins, things like that, so they'll want to join in or at least be able to do a fair amount of diplomacy. I guess while we're thinking about it, I probably should see if I can get them to do a roof build area here. I don't know how much of that they're going to be able to build, but let's see. It's clear. 4 a.m. 12th of April, May. I like that. They have kind of mixed our months together, right? April, May, Jugust, September, Decembrary. I like that a lot. Look at everybody asleep. This is a very populous planet. Maybe we'll get hunters as the kind of people that want to come and hang out here. Alright, so we were able to do a fair bit, but not all of it. Deteriorating due to being unroofed. Alright, we're still on 3 times speed. That's why everything seems to be going a little faster at this point. Now that I've got enough plans, we've got fields that we want to do, we've got stuff that we want to mine, we've got things that we want to clean up. Now that we have that, I feel a lot better about just leaving it on speed 3. And what other mods have I installed? I installed a temperature overlay, which is basically anywhere that's roofed and it's got certain things over it, but mostly it's just roofed. I feel like that should just be in the base game. All that information is already there. And then I can select areas to be cleaned and stuff like that. Ah, there we go. We've got 2 people working on it now that the fields are set. And we have successfully taught wild animals to use bridges. Alright. So, it looks like our kitchen is excavated. So this freezer room here, we can build freezers. And I'm kind of excited about that idea. We probably want to go ahead and set a bill. Let's add a bill for making slate blocks. Do until we have 50. And we'll do the same thing, where we pause at 25. Everybody has gone to sleep, again outside, but we get a couple more days of this. If they'll focus on this area, we can get some beds in there. It'll be a dry goods storage at some point. But for now, we're going to put beds there. Actually, let's think about this here. If I cancel that, and that, and that, that, we've made bed cells, which works, and we've saved ourselves some time. Okay. So this is still granite. Build another granite door here. Anyway, one of the mods that I installed under temperature is we have refrigerators. These are basically racks or carts or things like that, and we can do that without having to chill the whole room. We also have the programmable vent, which will do its best to try and equalize the temperature and keep both sides at a specific temperature. It's Lansing is making more materials. They've made a lot of progress on this. Oh, he's decided to clean. That's good. It technically means he doesn't have anything else to do, but I want this cleaned, so I'm okay with this. Oops, not P. Is it O? O is to haul with rapidity. What was all things? Yeah, it was P. Okay. Get all that out of the hallway, man. We have visitors. Alright, so here's the thing about visitors. This is not going to go well. They're immediately already looking for hospitality. We have no hospitality that we can offer them. Life is just going to be really sad and bad for these folks here. So furniture. I think we will do... Somebody can make a bed there at some point. Looks like we'll finish mining tomorrow. That works. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and say, take it easy. Enjoy. And I will see you next time.